Mm. Hey, my beautiful candy canes. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Candy Shop. And as you guys come in, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our goodies, our pop culture recaps, our reality TV tea, our self-care sessions. Join the Candy Cane community. Just hit that join button for all the fun perks. And so as you guys come in, I'm going to say hi to everyone, and then we are going to get into the tea, the draguration, the hot mess of the Real Housewives of Potomac. The season had been a little flat, but Wendy did not come to play. She left no crumbs. She read Giselle for filth and gave me absolute life. So as you guys come in, be sure to drop your candy canes. Be sure to let me know where you're watching from. Like the video. Let's get those likes up. Hey, Vegas girl. She goes, hello, beautiful candy and the candy canes. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Hey, Darren Hood. He's saying, hey, with the candy canes. Hey, darling. What is up? That's right, you guys. Drop your candy canes. Drop where you're listening from. And let's get into it, and let me know, where do you want me to start? Do you want me to start with the epic Wendy drag of Giselle? Or do you want me to start with sort of picking apart Ashley's motives, Giselle's motives, things going on with Robyn? Like, let me know where you guys want me to start. Do you want me to start with the meat, or do you want me to start with a little bit of, what's going on? The Vegas girl says, I watched the show twice. Me too. I watched it twice. I wanted to make sure I had all the tea. I had all the juice. You always know I come with a very different opinion and slant on things. And I watched a couple of different bloggers' recaps because I always love to know what other people are saying. And I have a different perspective. I have a different thought on what some people have been saying. So let's get into that. I love a good conspiracy theory. Hey, Regina. Hey, sweetheart. So Regina Bradford says Philly is in the house. Hey, Philly. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Sandra Richardson says, hello, Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Candace Lane says, hey, Candy C. Hey, girl. Hey, Candace L. What is up? The Baker's girl says, save Giselle for last. Okay, we can save Giselle. Yes, we can. Mocha Deluxe says, hey, Candy and the Candy Canes. Yes, so as you guys come in, be sure to like this video, drop your candy canes, drop where you're listening from. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the popping hot tea that we have to spill. Hey, beautiful Letitia's voice. She goes, hey, Candy. Hey, girl. What is up? All right, so let's get into it. Let's get started. As you guys, yay! Hey, Amelia Frenches, I'm here for it all. Don't care which order. She is laughing. I will go through my notes and we will do pound for pound. Can I get a witness? Says, hey, at Candy Washington, the Candy Canes. Hey, beautiful. Hey, how are you? What is up? All right, you guys, that's right. As you come in, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, drop where you're coming in the comment section. Hey, Jay Mesa, he says hello. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful Kamiko. I always love seeing your beautiful face when it pops up. Hey, Kamiko. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Peggy Berry says, hey, sis, I watched 2 times as well. New York is in the house. What is up? Yes, New York state of mind. Hey, Regina, she goes, ScrewTub does not notify us. Oh, YouTube doesn't? Oh, no. Man, YouTube needs to get on it. I'm telling you, YouTube, you need to get on it. Hey, Mocha Deluxe, I can't wait to hear this. I love a good conspiracy theory. You know I do too. I'm obsessed with conspiracy theories. And I have a different, a bit of a different take on stuff. So we'll get into it. Hey, Takia Warren goes, hey, Candy and the Candy Canes. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Takia. Happy birthday, Candy Canes. Let's show Takia some love. Show her some love. Give her some candy canes, some birthday shout outs in the chats. Show her some love. Hey, Golden Goods. She goes, hey. Hey, sweetheart, what is up? Sharon Redmond, my girl, you had me laughing, cracking up, dying yesterday. Hey, girl. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Vanessa Berry coming through from Tampa, Florida. I absolutely love it. Hey, Helena D. She was the last 15 minutes was epic. I rewatched it and saved it on my DVR to watch it again. Girl, me too. It gave me all types of life. I'll tell you my favorite moment when we get into it, but I lived. Hey, Miss T. She goes, hello, Candy, the Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you for coming through. We love you. So Darren Wood saying happy birthday. Vegas Girl is saying happy birthday. Hey, Cece, salute. Yes. Hey, girl. Hey, Cece, salute. What is up? Hey, Pinky in the Brain times 3. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful, blessed day. You too, you too, you too. Hey, Britt coming. She says, hello, Candy. Hey, beautiful. All right, you guys, let's get into it. As everyone comes in, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, put some love in the comment box, but let's get into it. Okay, so first up, we all know that I haven't been the biggest Wendy fan. I think that's kind of consensus, right? Nobody was really checking for 4 degrees / Zen win. It was kind of all over the place. But I have to say, I've warmed up to her this episode and maybe a little bit the last episode too. So I've started to warm up to Wendy. I do think that she is starting to see the error of her ways, trying to be with the mean girls and the green-eyed bandits. And she's trying to make amends. She joined Team Karen. So I kind of warmed up to her. And also Candace too a little bit. But I think it's because, Candace is not getting a lot of screen time. She kind of has these one-liner, one-offs in the confessionals. She's not getting a lot of screen time. So Candace hasn't been bothering me as much lately. But I think it's because, A, she's kind of taking a step back, and B, she's not being shown as much. So Candace hasn't bothered me that much. Ashley came to save her job. That is my position. Ashley was just like, I done dropped 2 babies on these last 2 seasons. Michael Darby's cheating scandal, nobody cares about that anymore. I need to save my job. She understood the assignment, and she went solely to the wherever the heck they are, Williamsburg, Virginia, wherever they are. She went to save her job. She was like, let me go stir this up, put my stank on it, and save my job. That's where I think Ashley was at. Ashley was just like, I need to save my job because I ain't got shit else going on. So let me go and save my job. That's what Ashley was doing. Let's see here. Okay, so Giselle is not the type of friend. Her daughters already warned us and her that she does not know how to give emotional support. So when Giselle was, first when she was going around that table, kind of coming for everybody's neck and everybody's relationship. But yet when it came to her, she was dead and quiet as a dormouse. That just co-signed everything we need to know about Giselle. She deflects, she lies, and denies. That is who Giselle is. And if I was at that table, I would have made her talk about this, all of the things. You're not going to sit here and tear me and my life and my family down and then act like you're above it all. You're not the judge and jury. You're not. You're a peer. You're a coworker. You're on the job too. You got to bring something. So that was that. But then when Giselle had her sidebar with Robyn about her being not motivated to get up and stuff, that was to me a prime example of what not to say to a friend who is depressed. That, to me, should be a PSA of how not to handle a situation when your friend is struggling mentally. Giselle went to Robyn and was just like, we can't have your fine husband calling you unattractive. Oh, your bank account, that's not your motivation to get out of bed. Oh, you don't see, you're a boss, you're winning, Throwing all of these external, superficial things in someone's face who is struggling mentally really does the opposite of what you're trying to get done. Mental health is not motivated by how much money you have. There are millionaires and billionaires who struggle mentally. There's no equation there. And then you have people who don't have a lot monetarily and have great mental health and mental strength. So equating the two was absolutely ridiculous. And then also saying like, well, you need to get better for your man. No, she needs to get better for herself. You need to get healthy for you. And when you clean up your relationship with you and you clean up your mental health and how you feel about you, then of course, substantially all your other relationships get better. But your intention cannot be, oh, let me pop out of bed so I could pop, block, and jock it with my man and all this stuff. Absolutely wrong. And then it was so disappointing when Robyn said, yeah, I need help. And I was like, yes, you do need help. That's right. Are you going to go get therapy? You might need like some mood stuff or whatever. And then she goes, with my business. And it's just like, girl, no, you need help professionally. And it's not a dig. It's not a slight. There should be no stigma and no shame around getting help. If you are depressed or if you are anxious, if you're lethargic, you're feeling unmotivated, everything with her business, how she was saying, well, Macy's and TJ Maxx or whoever else was trying to come for her stuff. The reason why she wasn't responding was for two things. One, she was feeling overwhelmed with just everything going on. Going to a therapist, getting some help can help you deal with overwhelm. She was feeling depressed. She was feeling anxious that like she'll fail in all of these things. So taking care of the kids, her romantic relationship, her business, all of those things are just an extension of the relationship she has to herself. If Giselle had any type of emotional intelligence, she would have said to her friend, I see that you're struggling and that is okay. I love you and I'm here for you. Let's put together a plan for you to get better for you. Let's call a few therapists or spiritual guides or life coaches, whatever word people put on stuff to make themselves, to placate it. Let's put together a plan. I see that you're struggling and that is okay. We will get through this together. And then put a plan. Giselle is just miss me with that. You guys already know how I feel about how she treats her kids. Ridiculous. It wasn't tough love. It was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, not having any type of emotional intelligence. Let's see what else happened. Okay, so Ashley really needs to mind her own business, but she went there to save her job. She was just like, there are shakeups at Bravo. People, OGs are getting fired left and right. Let me go save my job. But it was annoying because she came there clearly already biased by Giselle. They already had a conversation about Wendy and Wendy's husband's Eddie and all the gossip going on the block. So she already came with a bias. And then when she got there and when Karen told her what happened, she tried to like play Karen, like, oh, Karen tells the truth, except for when it comes to Giselle. She talks about fables. Girl, bye, stop it. And then what killed me was then she had another sidebar with Giselle again. Giselle spun the dinner obviously in her favor. It didn't go down like that. She never said to Wendy, oh, it's okay if you're both, if you're, CNN person and, hot girl summer, Wendy, blah, blah, blah. She didn't come with compassion or understanding to Wendy the way she said it to Ashley. And then when Ashley got at the table and she was like, oh, well, what happened at the dinner? Because people are telling me one thing and this, and it's like, first of all, Ashley, who are you? Nobody needs to prove anything to you, Ashley. And then when Askale and Wendy both said, Askale was like, I felt like I was being interrogated. Wendy made it very clear that it was an uncomfortable, disrespectful conversation. Then Ashley had the audacity, who was not even there, to try to invalidate what Askale and Wendy were saying by being like, well, I don't think she meant it like that. How the hell do you know how she meant it, Ashley? You were not there. You cannot have an opinion on a conversation that you did not bear witness to when the person who experienced that conversation is telling you what their experience of that conversation was. Ashley, you were dead ass wrong for that. You cannot tell someone how to feel or how to interpret something, particularly when you were not there to witness it. That was infuriating. Like, I get you're trying to save your job, Ashley, but this wasn't the way to go about it at all. And then I want to get to, so Ashley came in, did that, stirring the pot. Mia flip-flop all over the place. Oh, I want to play devil's advocate. Oh, to be in defense of. I still like Mia. I think she has great fashions. She's funny as all get out. I love her. She contradicts all her stuff. I'm an entertainer. I'm a stripper. I like her, but I need Mia at this point in the game. There's been enough episodes. She's been here long enough. I need Mia to be a little bit more firm on where she stands and who she stands with. Not that you can't be friends with multiple people, because yes, of course you can, and you should be. But the flip-flop, the this and the that, the in defense of, the devil's advocate, it's too much. One part of me, I'm like, does Mia get it? Like, does she understand what's being said and what's happening? Or does she not get it, and that's why she feels the need to say things? For example, when Wendy was going in after the whiskey tasting on Robyn, and she was like, Robyn, you don't even have a relationship to speak of, so you can't talk about my relationship. And then Mia was just like, well, no, you can't say that she doesn't have a relationship. No, she can, because we all know that she doesn't. So Mia, what are you talking about? I'm confused. Pipe down, Mia, pipe down. So that is what I didn't get. But I still really like her, though. I still really like Mia. I think she's cool. I think she's a great addition, and I'm happy she's on the show. But she needs to get it together. She needs to pick up the pace, and she needs to get it together. But I still really like Mia. Okay, so when Ashley and Giselle, right, are talking about, okay, and this is my take that's a little bit different than what I've heard other bloggers and commentators say. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, so when Ashley and Giselle are talking about, and Robyn too by proxy, because, well, not even by proxy, like as well, because Giselle had conversations both with Robyn and with Ashley about this. And she said the same thing, like, oh, you know, Wendy's personality is different now. She's doing all these different things. And then Ashley's just like, well, you know, I've had rumors in the blogs and you've had rumors in the blogs, but that didn't make us change our personalities. So I don't get why it's changing her personalities. Maybe we could talk to her about it, blah, 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 blah. So I haven't heard any other blogger or any other person really dissect this. And so the way I dissect that is, of course, you, Ashley, and you, Giselle, having rumors out there about your husband and your ex-husband does not affect you the same way it does Wendy, is because it's apples to oranges. And what I mean by that is Ashley and Michael is a contract. They have an understanding. They know what the deal is. They both know what they signed up for. Ashley is in that marriage for her kids, her kids, and money. And I think that they have a very clear understanding of what, and she even said that and this is not a lifestyle judgment by any means. I want to make that clear. I'm not judging anybody's lifestyle. Do you? But she also made it clear that they were allowed to have threesomes, and they brought other people into their marriage and all that stuff. And then even now, there's the undertone of, you know, when I was pregnant before, he cheated on me and all this stuff. But like this time, I don't want that to happen. So you can cheat on me, but as long as you let me know and you don't embarrass me, it's cool. I think that Ashley and Michael have a very different dynamic in their marriage. I think that they both are allowed to do certain things with certain people, as long as just don't embarrass me, give me the heads up. So when it comes out that your partner may be cheating on you or doing things that are embarrassing, of course your reaction is different, because the foundation of your marriage is very different. Same thing with Giselle. Giselle knew who she married. She knew she was marrying a cheater and someone who had multiple babies on her. So of course her reaction to rumors and all this stuff is very different, because that is what she signed up for and that is what she asked for. She knew she was having a fake relationship with him on the show. So if you already are coming from a place of fake relationship or contractual relationship, of course your response is different when your marriage is being attacked that way. Where I think that Wendy and Eddie were together in high school. Hey, Vegas girl, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Yay! Thank you, Vegas girl. Woo, woo, woo. So, yeah, that made me so happy. Okay, so yeah, so I think that Wendy and Eddie, sure, no marriage is perfect, but I do think it is built on love. They were actually high school sweethearts. They have children who are of an age where they understand if daddy's name is in the headlines, what that means. Wendy has more at stake. I think Wendy really is in love with her husband. And Wendy's husband has a great reputation at this point, right? He's a lawyer. He has something to lose. He works for a firm. It matters if it's out there on the blogs that he's cheating on his wife, not just with somebody else, but the blogs were saying, and again, this is all alleged, but the blogs were saying he was cheating on someone in his law firm and had a whole baby. So of course, Wendy's response is going to be vastly different from Ashley's and Giselle's response because Wendy actually has something to lose. So does her husband. And she actually believes in her marriage as an actual marriage, which is very different from Giselle and her fake relationship with Pastor Holy Whore, and is very different from Ashley's contractual relationship that she has with Michael based on prenups, postnups, no-nups. Very, very different. So that to me right there was just like a big thing. I haven't heard anybody else really break it down that way. So let me know what you guys think about that. Also, let's get into it. Okay, so I live for Karen all day long. She can do no wrong to me. I love her. I love her. Askale is cute, but again, you know, she's there. She's there. Nothing negative to say, but I still don't have a real gauge on her. But I did like her stance. I like that she is standing with Wendy. I like that she is pushing back at Giselle. I actually really loved Askale, Wendy, and Karen at the cottage house. I thought those scenes were really sweet and very endearing. Okay, next thing that I wanted to talk about that I haven't heard anybody else talk about is, did you guys notice how, okay, I haven't heard anybody else talk about this, so let me know what you guys think. Wendy and Karen both really showed the strategy behind the scenes of the making of the show and how they bring different storylines as a collective to the show. And what I mean by that, let's go backwards, okay? So remember the whole Monique situation, right? And how Candace let the cat out of the bag with her big mouth on Instagram Live, and she told how all of the girls except for Monique and except for Karen had gotten together after Andy Cohen's baby shower, and they were talking about the different storylines and the different topics that they were going to talk about on the show. So we all know it's pre-produced. We all know it's not reality, all of this stuff. So before the season, the girls had gotten together, and Candace told this on the live, and this is what really started the beef between her and Monique, and how they were talking about different storylines that they were going to talk about, and they were floating how they're going to talk about Monique's baby not really being Chris's baby, it's the trainer's baby, and that Monique potentially had an A word, with her other baby because she wasn't sure who the daddy was and all this stuff, right? So it's clear that the girls get together and they go over what storylines they're going to tackle, right? What they're going to talk about on the show. So we know that that's in place. Now, if you caught what Karen and what Wendy said, this again confirms that. And it also confirms how dirty Giselle and Ashley both are. So let me tell you what they said to confirm this. So the first thing was Karen said, yes, we all knew about the blog, but only one person chose to speak on it. So that was Giselle. So clearly they all knew what was going on. They all knew what was going on the blog, but the only person who chose to bring it to the show was Giselle. And then Ashley decided to co-sign it. And then, of course, Robyn, because she doesn't have a brain of her own, decided to co-sign it as well. So they all knew about the blog post. To me, it seems like they collectively decided not to talk about it. And then Giselle went and brought it anyway. So she didn't have to talk about her own life. So that's the first thing. The second thing was, did you guys catch when Wendy was talking to Ashley and she said, oh, she was just like, well, she's like, I've heard there's so much going on in the blogs. I've heard so much about Giselle's life and her stuff. I hear all this stuff about you and Michael on the blogs and all this stuff. I hear all these evil things about Robyn, blah, blah, blah. But what you chose to bring on the show was the blog story about me and my husband, and that shows your integrity, which is spot on, because what she basically is saying is, well, there's a lot of shit going on in all your lives that is public online, that is on social media and the blogs. But what you chose to show us, hey, Vegas girl, but what you chose to show us, like the audience, and to bring to the table was my shit, which is intentional. So it's not about, oh, it's in the blog. Oh, it's already out there. No, all of your stuff is already out there, but what you chose to bring to the show was my stuff, which echoes what they tried to do to Monique. They all got together and decided, what are we going to show on the show? Whose stuff? Who are we going to attack? Who's going to be the target? So Wendy and Karen both confirmed that. And also to reinforce that, right? It's also been on the blogs that Juan allegedly has a girlfriend. He's not even really into Robyn, right? So that's been on the blogs. Also on the blogs, the whole what is the actual relationship between Juan and Michael Darby, right? That has been on in the blogs. Everybody's talking about that. However, that's been online since Giselle and Robyn and Ashley want to talk about, oh, it's in the blogs, it's online, blah, 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 blah. All of that has been in the blogs and online, but no one brought that up to Robyn as a reason why she's depressed and acting differently. So when Wendy wants to be Zen Win and show her happiness, her happy titties or whatever it is. So when Wendy wants to act a little bit brand new, you want to be like, oh, it's because there's this rumor in the blogs that your husband is cheating. But when Robyn is clearly, and I'm not diagnosing, this is just for entertainment, this is just for my opinion, this is alleged, because I never want to medically diagnose anybody. But when Robyn is presenting as depressed as hell, nobody said, oh, are you depressed because the blogs are saying that Juan has a whole girlfriend on you and that there might be something shady going on with him and Michael Darby? Not a damn person said that. Not a nan one. And that's what Wendy was talking about. She was like, you have stuff going on in in Robyn's life. You have stuff going on in your life, Ashley. There's a whole lot going on in Giselle's life, but nobody is talking about that. But what you wanted to talk about, what was going on in my life. Right? Giselle talking about, oh, I want to be a good friend. It's in the blogs, blah, 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 blah. When you had your little powwow with Robyn talking about your fine husband, first of all, they're not married. I don't think they're ever going to get married. She never said to her, oh, are you depressed? Are you unmotivated? Are you sad and are you not yourself? Because there are these very, very public rumors that Juan has a girlfriend, and there's very, very public speculation about what his actual relationship to Michael Darby is. Given everything Michael Darby said and did last season, he lost his damn mind when he thought he was getting remarried to Robyn, right? Nobody brought that up. The closest anybody has brought up Jamal was Askale, and she was just like, well, you're going after all of us. Like, are you actually in a relationship? And of course, Giselle darted, well, I don't want to talk about that in front of trolls, right? She totally missed it, right? But nobody went for her neck and was like, well, actually, in the blogs, since you want to talk about blogs, in the blogs, it says he has 10 extramarital children. It says he's been sleeping with blah, 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 blah. He didn't publicly claim you. He had a mental breakdown on Facebook Live or Instagram Live, wherever he was, after the whole binder situation. Like, all of this stuff. Like, so that's why Wendy was just like, oh, I see you for who you are. There was a lot of stuff about a lot of people publicly out there on social media and blogs, but the one story you wanted to bring life to on the show was a story about me and my husband. Wendy was dead right. And when she looked at Giselle and she said to her that the life that you're living now is God's karma for all of the shit you've done, I lived. And did you see Karen go? She went, and I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. It was everything. It gave me life. When Karen did that, I absolutely loved it. And then Giselle was just like, oh, not Giselle. Wendy was just like, you are everything everyone like told me that you were. And it is so, so true. I am team Wendy all the way on this. I am so happy that she has seen the light. I think her real personality is coming out now. I think she's really showing us exactly more of who she is. And I am so here for it. I love Grand Dame Karen. She came through as well. Giselle got slaughtered all day long. Robyn to me looked like, I don't want to be gross, but when she was on the couch and she had her legs open and she had that like ratty robe on, she just looked real funky to me. Like, didn't she just look like real, just like, Robyn, like, go take a shower or something? She just looked really funky to me. And I'm so tired of Robyn sticking her nose into Giselle's business and sort of being her bulldog and defending her blindly when it's not even her issue or her thing. To me, it's just so bizarre. And then she had the audacity to go to Wendy and be like, oh, Wendy, you're worried about a blog, but didn't a couple of reunions ago, Robyn lost her mind when there was like this is back in Monique days. Monique had a fan page. So this is a fan of it wasn't Monique's actual page. It was a fan page of Monique. They made some comment about Robyn. Monique liked the comment and Robyn lost her damn mind. So Robyn, you're allowed to lose your mind over Monique liking a comment on a fan page, but Wendy isn't allowed to have a very real, guttural, visceral reaction to a blog saying that her husband is cheating on her and has a baby on her, and then her alleged friends come on the show and try to expose her for that. Make it make sense, Robyn. Make it make sense. Robyn to me is just so funky. I never want to come for anybody's check, but I think it's time for Robyn to go. She went from being tofu, just sort of there and not really mattering, to now she's annoying. Now I find Robyn's presence just to be annoying. It's because it's too much. It's too much. It's like she doesn't have anything in her own storyline. She actually has stuff going on in her life, but she's not being authentic and bringing it to the show. So that's irritating because we all know what's going on behind the scenes. And then her just being a bulldog, it's just too much. You guys are saying Candace brought this rumor? Okay, hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying. It says, listen to Regina Bradford. It came out, Candace brought this article to Giselle as ammo. Okay, well, this is the thing. Okay. I don't see the... So Candace is the one who started it. Hold on. Okay, so Regina said, at Candy Washington, when Ashley and Candace were fussing in the kitchen, Ashley blurted it out, you carried this bone to the friend group. I heard it was Candace who had Giselle the article when Ashley told Candace at the end, you are the source. Right, okay, so even if that is true, and thank you, my Candy Canes, for letting me know that. Even if that is true, Ashley and Candace were fussing in the kitchen. Ashley blurted it out, you carried this bone to the friend group. I heard it was Candace who had Giselle the article when Ashley told Candace at the end, you are the source. Right, okay, so even if that is true, and thank you, my candy canes, for letting me know that. Even if that is true, I have to be unbiased. Even though I don't always agree with Candace says or does, Candace wasn't the one who brought this up on the actual show. I think that they always text each other. They all have Google alerts on each other. They always text each other articles and tweets and all of that stuff. As long as you keep it private in the group, that's one thing. Of course, you're going to be in the group like, girl, did you hear what Candace did? Michael Darby, blah, 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 blah. Of course, they're going to do that. The person who brought it to the show was Giselle. So that is the person that I'm personally going to hold accountable for it. Because it's one thing for my friend to text me something like, girl, did you see this? It's another thing for me to get on national television and have multiple conversations with multiple people about it behind someone's back and being like, should we talk about it? Should we not talk about it? When you're literally talking about it on national television with the cameras up. So even if it was, because I can't bash Candace just to bash Candace. So even if Candace did text the article, she wasn't the one who brought it to the show. At least that we know of now on camera. Do you see what I'm saying? So I understand that she may have had the article and shared it within the group, but Giselle was the one who sat herself up there on television with the cameras up, had multiple conversations with Ashley and with Robyn about it. So to me, in my eyes, Giselle is still the messy person in this situation. Ashley as well. Nobody wants to hear anything about any marriage or anything like that from you, Ashley. Nobody does. Because you can't talk. You know what I mean? You can't. Jaja L says, I'm so mad. I like Candace so much. Her first season, she's trash. I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Okay, Sasha T says, if Candace did that, then I just know Wendy will get her at the reunion. It speaks volumes about her character because that girl gave her unwavering support last season. Right. And you know, when this is how I actually took, and let me know what you guys think in the chat box. This is how I took at the end when Ashley said to Candace, but you're the source, or whatever she said. I took that as her saying that Candace feeds bloggers information. I did not take it as you were the source of this particular piece of tea. Does that make sense? I took Ashley saying that to her as like, well, you're the source, like you say it. I took it as her saying, you feed bloggers this information. Like you're a person who goes to the blogs and you feed them stories. I didn't take it as her saying you were the one who brought this particular cup of tea to the group. But let me know what you guys think. Okay, look at Jen GX comment. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Jen GX. No, Candace fed the blogs is what Ashley said. So Ashley is saying that Candace fed the blogs this particular story. When did Ashley say that? Let me know. Let me know in the chat box. Let me know, because if that's out there and I missed it, I want to see it. I definitely want to see it, because that changes the whole thing. Because the way it came across was that Candace was actually really on Wendy's side, and she was saying, you know, why did you bring this? Blah 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 blah. So if Candace fed the blogs that's a big deal. But I know that the two main blogs who reported it, I don't know if they have a good relationship with Candace. So let's see. Diva1675 says, Candace knew to text it to Big Mouth Giselle, and for Ashley to say it on camera says something to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think Giselle and Ashley are the ones, and Robyn actually, because she should have shut it down too. She talked about her behind her back. They're the ones who should have shut it down and not brought it to the actual show. Hey, Brenda. She goes, let's like the video, beautiful people. 90 watching. That's right. Get those likes up. Yes. Hey, Jen X. She goes, word at Jaja. Exactly. Hey, Regina. Oh, look at your next. We just did that. Okay. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Okay. Miss T. Candace told the world Giselle took it to the show. Jaja L says, obviously, Jizzy is a culprit. Yes, but that underhanded behind the back thing is just as bad to me. I agree. It's all messy. Jaja, I love your new photo. But yes, it is all very, very messy. Shout out to my mod, Miss T. Thank you so much for holding me down. Hey, Randa D. Bushels, Wendy needs her own binder for the reunion. Yes, Wendy definitely needs her own binder. I want Wendy and Monique. I want Monique to make a guest appearance at the reunion with Wendy, and the two of them tag team, bring in Karen, triple team, the Green Eyed Bandits, and now Ashley. Because Ashley's on the shit list now. She didn't need to do that. She did not need to do that. Of course, Ashley, your response is different to the blogs because you're not in a monogamous, committed marriage. You're not. You and Michael do not have the actual expectation to each other to be monogamous. And I'm not saying you have to be. I'm a person that truly believes in you do you. This is your one God-given life. You live it the way you see fit. But don't front and pretend like you have this monogamous relationship. And don't front and pretend like you are going to react differently to cheating rumors. Because the reason why you had no real reaction other than let's renegotiate the prenup was because the reason why you're married to Michael is out of convenience and for money. And you're setting yourself up and your children and probably your mother up for money. That is why your reaction is different. Ugh, Ashley, I can't. Okay. Regina, hit that like button, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Hit that like button. Woo, woo, woo. So you guys are saying up in here. Let's see. The Vegas girl says Candy and Chris. I can't. I know it. Let's see. The Red Lip says those two blogs don't like Candace. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Candace was the one who fed the rumor about Wendy and Eddie to those blogs. That just doesn't make sense. And Wendy and Candace never had a beef, like to my knowledge. So it doesn't really make sense. Candace, we have issues with Candace, but I don't think Candace goes after people unless in her mind she feels justified in doing it. And I don't think that Wendy and Candace ever had a beef. And I think what Ashley was saying was just like, well, you're the source. Da-da-da-da. I think what she was saying was you feed blog stuff. I don't think it in general. I don't think she meant specifically this. But let me know what you guys think. Yeah, so Miss T says, I thought Ashley was talking about the past stuff. Right. Hey, Jaja, she goes, I missed that too, but Ashley a trash bag too for bidding for Giselle. You come just to start shit. Yeah. Ashley was dead wrong. Ashley came to save her job and to be Giselle's minion. I love the show, but we need to stop having Giselle's minion. Robyn needs to go. Ashley, girl, I can't even. Diva 6. No, Ashley said last night outside the show, Candace texted the article to Giselle. Right. But even if she texted it, texting the article to Giselle is one thing. Bringing it to the show is another. So let's see. Ms. T says, Bravo really needs to be careful what blogs it believes. Yeah. Especially after everything that happened with the Avatar. Can I get a witness? Allegedly. Hey, beautiful Gen X. What's in that solo cup? Yes. Hey, beautiful Jaja. Hey, Kim. She was last season. Candace gave Ashley the news about her husband in the hotel. Candace is a source. Right. But Candace gave Ashley the news about her husband because someone had texted it to her directly. So it wasn't like she saw an article or she saw a blog. It was someone she knew texted her the receipts directly to Candace. So I actually think the moment between Candace and Giselle and Ashley was kind of genuine. I don't want to give them too much credit, but I also want to try to be objective. I do think that moment was genuine. I do think that Candace really did struggle with telling Ashley that in that moment, to be just to try to be objective on that stuff. Sasha T, I still looked at Candace sideways because she only spoke about Giselle in her confessionals. Why not support and speak up for Wendy the way she did for you? I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I think that Giselle is the most culpable, but then I also think that Ashley, Robyn, then are the most culpable. And then, yeah, Candace, why not in the moment push back or stand up or go to bat the way that she went to bat for you last season? But that just shows you there's really no loyalty. And also Candace, she hasn't really gotten much time other than confessionals, to be honest. So I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea. Darren Hood says, oh, heck yeah, that's right. The Las Vegas girl says that would be good. Yes, it would. Brenda Atkinson says, Akatama says, that's right. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Sharon. She goes, not going to happen. Wendy will have to apologize to Monique first. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But it would be nice. It would be nice. That's what you guys are saying up in here. Linda McIntosh says, hey, Candy the Candy Canes. I'm late to see you back and feeling great. I missed your commentary. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I am back. I am feeling so much better. I had to take last week off. I was not feeling good. And with COVID and everything going on, I was like, let me just make sure my immune system is 1,000%. So I just had to sleep last week. Hey, Gen X. When is Wendy accountable for writing so hard last season? True. Loved what she does last night, but Stevie Wonder sees Giselle. I'm torn. I'm torn too. And that's why I was saying that, like, I'm warming up to her. I think she is seeing the light. I think if she were to come out and say I was wrong last season, own up for it, then it would be better. But I think that I'm just happy she put Giselle in her place. I'm just happy she did. Wrong road. Wendy don't need a binder. Miss Sienna comes here, got the receipt in her head. Wendy does this. Yeah, that is true. Wendy is not playing, and she's not backing down, and I absolutely love it. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Gen X. Let me see if I can find it to show it. Thank you so much. Because I just saw it, and I don't want to miss it. I want to say thank you. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much, Gen X, for this super chat. I appreciate you so much. Cheers up with the solo cup. Yes. Thank you. Let's see what you guys are saying now. Here we go. Miss T says, Candace isn't crying scared this season. I know. Ooh, we have a caller. I see you, caller. Come on up. Oh, wait. I'm going to bring you up, Dustin.
You gonna cover 90 Day Fiance?
Go ahead. Dustin? Hello? Dustin, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Oh, we lost Dustin. Dustin, call back in. Call back in if you can. Okay. So let's see here. Miss T says, thanks for all the great comments, Candy Canes. That is right. Teresa says, Wendy was new last year and had no idea, just like me as new and blind. Yeah. I mean, she gonna learn today. She going to learn today. That's right. Thank you so much for the super chat. Miss T says, Robyn needs to get out of bed and shut up. Oh, no, not get out of bed and shut up. Not that. Robyn needs help. Robyn needs to get off the show, get a really good therapist if needed, because everyone who's depressed doesn't need medication. So I'm not going to try and diagnose anybody. If needed, get a medication regimen, go to a therapist, work on yourself. That is what Robyn needs to do. And stop writing so hard for Giselle, who doesn't even write hard for her. Because Giselle really read her for filth, to be perfectly honest, read her for filth. Can I get a witness? None of these women seem like real friends. The chemistry seems off, or their authenticity seems strained for the cameras. I agree. It's all a job. Hey, Dustin. Dustin, are you ready? Okay, Dustin, we tried. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Sasha T says, Mia was all over the place. 1 minute she's defending Giselle, then she agreed with Wendy. Yeah, she's being a flip-flopper all over the place. And I'm kind of like, Mia, do you not understand what's happening or what's being said? Or are you really just this much on the fence and confused? Oh, Sasha T says StreamYard is acting up. Okay, so I might be StreamYard. I'm sorry, Dustin, if that's what's going on. Shout out to my mod, Lynette, Kit, and Scott. Shout out. Hey, Amelia French. She goes, I guess, but too many things have unfolded in front of Mia for her not to see the truth in Giselle's ways. I agree with that too. It's too much. Let's see what else is going on up here. Giselle is a hypocrite. Robyn has been depressed. You know, Ron cheating. Let's see what else. Yeah, so what else happened? What else can we talk about? What is going on? Okay, so Jaja L says, I heard somebody else say Robyn said her lethargy was because maybe she's preggo. I missed that too. Did anybody else hear that? Ooh, I didn't hear that, but she took 4 shots of whiskey in a row, and then she's been drinking this whole time. So I really hope she's not preggo. Ms. T, Mia needs to pick a job. What does she do? Dance, strip? I mean, that's the thing about Mia. Of course, she's flip-flopping between people and who she chooses to ride for and connect, because she flip-flops in her own life. She didn't know what her age was. She didn't know what her husband's age was. She didn't know that her work she got done on her lady part was called vaginal rejuvenation. She said she was a stripper, then she said she was an entertainer, then she said she was an escort. I don't know. It was all too much. Okay. Sharon Reed Robyn says Robyn needs to make that money and give it to her frat brother Juan to handle. Y'all is a mess. Hopefully she's not preggo. I agreed. I agree. Hopefully she's not. So let's see what else is going on. Okay. So Missy says, what do you think about Karen getting the girls on her side? I'm living for it and I'm here for it and I absolutely love it. I am so here for it. I loved how Karen was just like, everyone's starting to see her ways. And I think Karen has been playing this so strategically and so correctly. She's basically just giving Giselle more rope and more rope and more rope to hang herself. Because everyone is seeing how hypocritical Giselle is. She wants to come for everybody's neck, come for everybody's relationship when she doesn't have a relationship herself. She doesn't have a husband herself. And she doesn't want to talk about all of the rumors, all of the cheating rumors, and all of the baby rumors and all the other stuff. She keeps talking about she wants Ray to pay his taxes, but didn't it just come out that Giselle and Pastor Holy Whore have $800,000 allegedly tax lien? Right? So, Giselle, we want you and Pastor Holy Whore to pay your bills and pay your taxes. It's like everything that she points out in someone else is truly what is dysfunctional in her own life. Oh, I want Ray to pay his bills. Well, we want Pastor Holy Whore to pay his. Oh, Wendy, I'm worried about you about Eddie and the cheating rumors. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Look at Pastor Holy Whore. Who was the other guy she was dating? Norman, whatever his name was. Didn't it come out that he had been soliciting allegedly, he was in the park after dark eliciting sexual favors? So do you want to talk about that, Giselle? Do we want to talk about Karen saying you had a hot box? Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to clean that up and explain what that is? Do you want to talk about Sing Sing and all the other places you're in, Giselle? No, you want to deflect, deny, and lie. And we're tired of it, Gizzy. We're tired of it. Let's see. Diva67 says that was the transcript. Wait, let's see what was said before that. Okay, let's see. Miss T, who believes the hats are in Macy's? Nobody. Hey, the Vegas girl, steak and lobster was served at the club. At the club. Yes. Mia is a mess. She's a mess. And Wendy's point was valid. She was like, I don't judge you for your past, so how dare you judge me for how I dress now? That was a very, very valid point. Cannot Witness says, yes, Mia seems like she's trying hard to fit in with the ladies. She is trying very, very hard, and that's why she flip-flops so much, because she's trying very hard to not isolate Karen, but she's also trying very hard to be liked by Giselle and Robyn. And Miss D is laughing. The Vegas girl says, I don't, and Mrs. D. Diva1675 says, Ashley said, the fact that you brought this shit up in the group tells me what I need to know about you, Candace said. Yeah, and then Candace said, and then get the F out. You feed it. You're the culprit. You're the source, Ash. I guess. But I think we'll have to see how that plays out. We will have to see how that plays out. Wrong road. I think Mia knows exactly what's going on and is about to match Giselle with the messiness because Mia is messy AF already. That is actually a good point, Wrong Road, because if you remember the previews for the upcoming episodes where Mia brings the bone back to Wendy that allegedly Giselle called her a weak bitch and or whatever, and then they're at the table and Wendy brings it up to Giselle like, oh, you said this about me. And Giselle was like, who said that? And then Mia was just like, you said that? So maybe you're right. Maybe it really is about to go down and Mia is smarter than we think and she's playing it better than we think. So time will tell. Time will tell. Miss T says, I'm not here. Miss T says, I am just waiting for Karen to come out on the season. She's got something for Giselle. Girl, me too. Karen is going to bring the damn thing. She's going to bring it. I think that Karen has more in her arsenal, and I think that it's going to be an even bigger bomb. And I'm here for it. I can't wait for it because I really don't like, and again, this is just reality TV. It's for fun, but I don't like people who have that evilness about them where it's twofold. It's one, Giselle seems, and Robyn. Robyn isn't innocent just because she's a follower. They seem to take pleasure and delight in other people's pain. And when Wendy said misery loves company, that really hit the nail on the head. Because it seems like they are unfulfilled, unhappy, miserable in their own situation in life, that when they see what they want in somebody else's life, they feel like they have to break it down and tear it down in a very mean, malicious way. I don't think they really have genuine bones or genuine intentions when it comes to this stuff. Ramona G, I like your thingy. Robyn could be early menopausal. She could be, but she still needs some type of help, some type of evaluation, right? Miss T, Giselle's tell is her neck. Wendy made me remember their union. Neck with her read. So true. Hey, Amelia, friend. She goes, LOL, Miss T, did I miss something? I thought Robyn was saying Macy's reached out and she didn't reach a deal with them because she didn't email them back. Yeah, that's what she was saying. I think Miss T was being facetious, like, y'all can't see her hats in Macy's. Amelia says Sherman. That's right. Yup. Sherman was in the park. Yes, he was. He was in the park. So, Giselle, do you want to talk about Sherman being in the park? That was on the blogs. And you were all crying to your hairstylist, so you were acting different. You want to talk about that? It's crazy. Sasa, do you think Askale will stay team Green-Eyed Bandits? No, she's already jumped ship to me. Because she was the one at the table who said to Giselle, she was just like, well, you're asking about everybody else. Like, are you in a relationship? And then again, at the other one, she was saying how she felt interrogated by Giselle, and she was pretty much on Wendy's side. So I think Askale is really seeing who they are. I don't think, maybe not so much Robyn, but I do think she's seeing Giselle for who she is. Because I do think that Giselle was probably grilling her. They probably just didn't show it as much. If that makes sense. Hey, Miss T, she goes, Giselle ain't had a real man since the show started. No, she hasn't. Is Jamal coming? Of course not. Hey, Joanne, who's Robyn is depressed because she knows her man is into men. Woo! I didn't say that. I did not say that. But to that point is what we were saying earlier, right? That has been an alleged rumor out there on social media and the blogs, all of that stuff. But yet no one is saying that to Robyn as a reason why she's showing up in the group differently, as a reason for her depression. But yet they want to say, oh, Wendy's being different. It must be because of this rumor. Again, you're being hypocritical and you're cherry picking what rumors you want to bring and who you want to make the target. So their excuses are not valid and their excuses do not hold up. It's exactly what Wendy and Karen said. Karen said it. We all knew what the blog said. Only one person brought it. That even goes to what people were saying earlier. Even if Ashley was sending the article around, it's exactly what Karen already said. She said, we all saw the article, but only one person brought it to the show. So even if even if Candace did text the article, Karen already said it. She said, we all knew, but only one person talked about it. And I agree with Karen on that. Giselle was the one who brought it. Robyn and Ashley were the ones who continued to carry it. And then also it goes to what Wendy was saying. She was like, well, there's been stuff in the blogs about Ashley, Robyn, Giselle, but the one thing in the blog you want to bring to the show is my stuff. Because she is actually, because if you think about it, Robyn and Juan, not a real relationship. Giselle hasn't been in a real relationship on the show. We all saw that. Ashley and Michael, contract. Wendy and Eddie, the only real marriage. Even, of course, no marriage is perfect. There's some weird stuff about his family disowning him, cheating accusations, blah, blah, blah. Of course, no relationship is perfect. But when you line them all up, Wendy and Eddie is the most authentic relationship out of those particular relationships on the show. I'm not talking about Karen and Ray and everybody else, just these ones. Wendy's relationship is the strongest and the most authentic. And that was the relationship they chose to try to destroy. See what I'm saying? Hey, Kitten. She was lurking after dark. Yes, he was. Hey, Diva1675. I'm really hoping Mia has a big diabolical plan with Karen. I'm hoping. Me too. I got my popcorn. I got my cocktail. I'm ready for the rest of this season. I hope they keep bringing it. Hey, Randa Diva, Mia's comparison to Michelle and Oprah made no sense. 0 sense. Michelle has worn booty shorts post White House and while in vacay, and words Oprah curses like a sailor. Having a sense of propriety is a known quality. I agree with that. Like, this is the thing. Anybody is allowed to wear what they want, but we all know just a social norm. You have to dress a certain way at certain times. It doesn't mean you can't be your authentic self. There's a difference between being your authentic self and being socially appropriate. And I don't get when Wendy's like, everybody wants to put me in a box. Nobody wants to put you in a box, Wendy. Just wear clothes when you're at work. Unless you're Mia, where you're not supposed to wear clothes at work. Hey, Miss Alexander J. She goes, nobody wants those caps. They don't. Who is buying embezzled or embezzled? Who is doing that? Miss Ray says, hey, Candace in chat. Hey, girl. Hey, beautiful. Hey. Island Visionaries goes, what irritates me was Candy had nothing to say during those scenes with Wendy. I agree. Candace should have said something and spoke up on her behalf since Wendy went so hard for her last season against Monique. So it's like you're being big man in the confessional, but you're being quiet as a mouth until you get in the kitchen, and then you try and step to Ashley because we all know you still have an issue with her because she wrote the letter for Monique. Yay, that's right. Let's get those likes up, guys. GGF627. Let's get those likes up. Hopefully StreamYard stopped acting up. You guys can feel free to call in. The link is pinned as the top comment. Miss T, facts. Robyn didn't reply back. Hey, Island Visionaries. How is she going after Ashley and not Gizzy? Exactly. I think you mean Candace, right? Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I think Candace is scared of Giselle. And I think Candace is still harboring, what do you call it? Resentment, a grudge against Ashley because Ashley wrote that note for Monique. Sunshine goes, Gizzy, I'm dead. Ms. T, Wendy color purple cursed Giselle. Till you do right by me. She did. She was just like, what did she say again? She goes, the life you're living now is God's karma for all the shit you did. And she was like, that's real talk. But I loved when she read it herself. She was like, what you're not going to do is come for my husband and come for his name. That is the truth. That is what you're not going to do. Gizzy all day, Lizzie. Get out of here, girl. Diva Island 16 to add vision is Ashley is the easier target. Yeah, I think she's scared of Giselle. Island of Visionaries, that's pretty much all she is a pile of Gizzy. Basically. Hey, can I get a witness? Jamal is still paying child support, which is likely amicable and not court ordered. They may have filed separate taxes. She claims the children and he claimed the property allegedly. No, I heard it was from during the time when they were together and they had filed together, and that's why she's named on it. Because the things with allegedly, but when you do that, when you don't pay a certain tax or a certain whatever it is, because I believe that was back from 2007 or 2008. And don't quote me on this. I might be getting the dates wrong. I want to be very clear. I might be getting the dates wrong. But when you don't pay, you then get compound interest, late fees, and penalties. So your fee might have been X. But if you don't pay for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, all of the penalties, all of the interest, all of the late fees adds up and adds up and adds up. And I think that she was named on it because I think it was from that long ago. So it may not have initially been $800,000. Yeah, $800,000. Yeah. So it may not have initially been that, but I think from penalties, compound interest, and late fees, not, piling up, it got there. But I do think that she's liable for that too. I might be mistaken. Don't quote me. Alleged, my opinion, I think. Okay. Hey, Sharon Redmond, Mia will not be upfront with these heifers. No, Mia was like, I'm 26, 36, 45. I'm like, she didn't know her age, didn't know her husband's age. She didn't know where she worked. She didn't know what her surgery was called. She said she was a stripper, then she didn't say she was a stripper, then she was an entertainer, then they're having steak and lobster. It's all over the place. And Area says, at Diva 1675, you're right, but it's still annoying. Tell Jizzy she is wrong too. I agree. That's right, Miss T. All statements are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Exactly. Hey, Miss Alexandra J. Wendy was like, until you do right by me, everything about you is gonna crumble. Yes. I wouldn't mess with that. No, thank you, ma'am. And plus, Wendy has those essential candles. I don't want to know voodoo. Not me. Hey, beautiful Yana Rose. She goes, baked Alaska. Just need her to eat the food. She never knows when to jump in. Sure. Alan Visionaries, Robyn looked a hot mess and so drunk. Yeah, Robyn looked like a hot mess. She looked very drunk and just not good. She looked funky. She just looked really real, just funky. Not, ugh. Hey, Young Rich. Ashley Messy Queen deserved that Candy Burris check. She popped that baby off, went to work, grabbed her milk, and left in the middle of a fire. She started. She had no choice but to stand. Ashley was just like, I'm saving my job. Let me go get my job. Hey, Teresa. Robyn only pops up when she is defending Giselle. Yeah. She doesn't even defend herself. She gets quiet when people come for her, but anybody comes for Giselle, she has everything in the world to say. It's sick. Hey, Diva 1675 at Saucer T. I don't think Askale has a real team yet. She's Robyn's fake friend, 1,000%. I see her moving over to Team Carrie in about 2 to 3 episodes. Yep, I agree. Amelia French is gotcha. I agree. Hey, Sunshine. I think Mia isn't choosing sides yet, given her option whenever a situation is raised. She seems to really not care for the other ladies. I don't like Mia. I kind of feel like Mia is kind of just like in the air, just like, oh, well, okay, well, you have a good heart. Oh, but you want to talk to me? Reach out to my assistant. Oh, but to play devil's advocate. Oh, but if I had to defend someone. Oh, but you did say that. Like, it's like, oh, what, Mia? It's too much. Island Village says, yes, at Young Rich, I'm not mad at Ashley. She did her job. She did do her job. She went and picked up her check, is basically what Ashley did. She went and picked up her check, but it was still messy as hell. It was still really messy. Can I get a witness? Not sure if riffs and rants between Karen and Giselle is real. Something Watch What Happens Live seems for entertainment purposes. The jury is still out. Ooh, I'm going to go and watch that Watch What Happens Live because I like to watch body language. And I like to watch that stuff. I do think Karen's storyline of Giselle wishing death on Ray was a bit contrived. That I will give it. That was a bit contrived. But I'm not sure if their actual beef is. But I'm going to go back and watch and see. Hey, Randa Diva, placing Askale in the college with Wendy and Karen changed the dynamic for her. 1,000%. Askale is catching on and hopefully pick a lane and stick to it, unlike Mia. Yeah, I think Mia liked being in the cool girl's house, and Askale checked all of them when they put her in the cottage. Yep. Hey, Jaja. She goes, Askale is going to turn sour when she sees Robyn switching up. Yep, Askale knows her individually, not as Giselle's flunky. 1,000%. And also Askale, I believe, just had a baby and is married. So she has stuff to lose. And I think that she sees how they treat women who are in a good position that they're jealous of, basically. Right? Pretty much. Hey, Island Visionaries. Candace is weak for not defending Wendy in front of everyone. Talking heads don't count. I agree 1,000%. She's being very, very punkish. Very, very punkish. Hey, Love and Light Natalie. Robyn looks so unattractive, shaking my head, legs spread out like a damn man, just embarrassing. She did. And again, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, and I'm not commenting on any woman's looks. Her aura, her energy was unattractive. I'm not talking about her physical appearance. I'm talking about her energy. Energetically, it was very off-putting. It was very funky. It was very unattractive. And I don't want to watch Robyn anymore. I don't want to watch her anymore. I don't. You had your chance, and I don't want to watch Robyn anymore. It was too much. Hey, Gen X, there is zero chemistry, none. It's not real. I agree. Hey, Sharon Redmond goes, what's wrong with Park Nookie? Nothing unless you pay for it. I think that's still illegal. Helena D says, I think. Hey, Diva, 1675. Giselle said herself she has problem with compassion. Her daughter said she has problems with empathy. Right, and those are all very narcissistic tendencies. If you have a problem with being compassionate and empathetic, the opposite of that is narcissism. And you see that with her children. Her children even said it. You're not good at giving emotional support. And we saw, again, another sign of narcissism is that you treat your children like they are your friends, not your kids. And that's how she treats her kids. In my opinion, allegedly. P says, hey, Candy and the Candy Canes. Hey, P. Wrong Road, Red Road says, at Island Visionaries, even weaker for going at Ashley and not Giselle too. I agree. Hey, Sharon Redmond, we code switch. It's what we do. We have to sometimes. Hey, Amelia French, y'all keep killing me with the hats embezzled. Call them the hats embezzled. Wait, what are the cats? They are called embezzled, right? Or is it embellished? Misty, aren't they bedazzled? I love you, my candy canes. I love you guys. Darren Hood goes embellished. I love it. Amelia French is LOL at Miss D. Miss T says, Candace always been scary. Now she's trying not to get Monique-style ass whooping. Basically, Candace is just like, let me fade to the back. She's like, I've already got whooped once. I don't need to be whooped again. Hey, the red lipstick hustler Lily. She goes, I've worked on sets. Sometimes we actually can edit things how they want them to go. We will definitely find out more on what Candace actually has done or said. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm happy you guys. Thank you, my beautiful candy cans, for bringing that up. because now I do want to know, what did Candace say? Who did she say it to, and when did she say it? If it's just texting an article, I can't be that mad at her about it. If it's feeding certain storylines about other castmates to the blogs, that's a bigger problem. Okay, Teresa, she goes, the whole thing was sad. It's like they went away to attack Wendy. Yeah, they were just attacking her. And I will say this. Yes, I do think that there is something going on with Wendy. However, I think the way they went about it was malicious and wrong. It's just not what you do to someone. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Iron Rose. Thank you so much for the super chat. She goes, hi, Kenny. I'm at home with 2 broken toes. I'm so happy to finally catch the live. Aw, you're such a sweet soul, and I love your perspective on anything. Love you, Candy. Thank you so much, Iron Rose. I love you, too. I am sending you lots of love, lots of healing. You just rest up. You take care of yourself. And just watch us in the shows for a good kiki. I love you, Iron Rose. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Hey, Jaja L, she goes, Giselle is not stable. She's not. Her looks have carried her as far as they can. As she ages, her mental anguish is going to wreak hella havoc on her psyche. It's happening in real time. Yep, I agree. It's everything Wendy said. Your life you're living now is God's karma for what you've done. 100%. Hey, Miss T, Wendy is dead wrong. Eddie does not look anything like Idris. No, he don't. Because, I mean, I may not agree with Giselle on a lot, but I do agree with her on Sexy Time with Idris Elba. Okay, I'll stop. But, sorry, I'll stop. Okay. Anyway, but Eddie, I would not put in the category of Idris Elba. Eddie, to me, looks almost more like a teddy bear. Not big. I don't mean like big or anything. I just mean this like sweet and like, like more like a teddy bear. Where Idris Elba is like, throw it down. Idris, throw it down. Yes. Hey, Miss T, she goes, thanks for the super chat. That's right, my candy canes. Thank you so much, Iron Fist, for the super chat. Thank you, everybody who sent in a super chat. If you're here, if you're having fun, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, join the community. The Candy Cane community is open. Hit that join button and see all of the fun goodies. Yes, let's keep it going. Yes. Hey, Tanya Manning. She goes, hey, Candy the Candy Canes. Hey, girl. Hey, what is up? Hey, Angela Gardner, whatever Wendy decides to do, she does not have to explain to anybody. Giselle has some nerve. Giselle has a lot of nerve. Not only did you take back a man who cheated on you before you even got married, but you knew he was cheating on you, and you still chose to marry him. He cheated on you throughout your entire marriage. He has multiple children out there. Your daughters now have half-siblings out there. He then agreed with this fake Ponzi scheme relationship you tried to pretend last season, and that blew up on your face. And the moment it blew up in the face, he threw your ass under the bus, talking about, I'm single, I'm not in a relationship. So he just really threw you under the whole bus. And yet you have the audacity to try to come at Wendy because she wants to protect her actual husband and her actual family. I don't condone cheating by any means at all, but if we want to be transparent and real, sometimes cheating is not the be-all, end-all of a relationship or a marriage. People can recover from it. If someone is a serial cheater, if someone is a serial disrespectful person, if someone has serial multiple children out there, that is a very, very different conversation and situation for some relationships where someone may or may not have dipped out. Again, I'm not condoning cheating. I don't think it's right. But we also have to be realistic about situations that happen. Just because someone cheats doesn't mean it is the demise of a relationship, but you have to think about the holistic situation of it. And for Giselle to think that she can have an opinion on anybody's relationship is mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. So let's see what you guys were saying in the chat. Okay. Hey, yes. Tanya says, Team Candy Canes. Yes, my beautiful Candy Canes. Hey, Sherry Redmond. Oh, I am Rose. Take it easy, sis. Yes, take it easy. Jaja's laughing. Yes. Sunshine goes, I broke my heart when Wendy cried about what Jizzy said. It was really hurtful. Yeah, you know what? That was really hurtful and very low down, particularly because it's very clear that Wendy struggles with her identity. That's why she has this paranoia that, everyone's putting me in a box. People don't want me to be this way. And that's, I don't think that's reality, but I think that's what happens in her head. So I think that she struggles with, I'm supposed to have these 4 degrees. I'm supposed to be this, but I want to be this CNN commentator. But I also want to be this hot girl summer. I also want to have this candle line. I think she struggles with her identity because she's struggling with her sense of self. So for Giselle to say to her in front of everyone, you used to have substance, but I don't know who this person is anymore, is extremely hurtful and invalidating. And I think that Giselle did it purposefully. And you don't do it in front of everybody either. Miss T, me too, Idris, all day. Exactly. Tanya Manning says, team, yes. Iron Rose says, thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart. Hey, beautiful Juanita. She goes, great show. Thank you so much, love. Hey, Randa, Idris is rugged. Eddie is, as you said, more huggable. Yeah, Idris can get it. He's married, so I'll be respectful. But in another life, Idris, in another life, you could get it. Okay. So the red lipstick hustler Lily says, I agree. Nothing like Idris. Nothing, but Eddie is cute. Idris is a beautiful man, a king. Yes, Idris is a king all day long. All day long. Hey, Miss T, did everybody notice what Karen did get Wendy to change her outfit? Yep. Absolutely. I loved Karen. Miss T is laughing at Lily, saying 100. Regina says yes, as Miss T. Hey, Young Rich, she goes, in my opinion, Eddie is cuter than Idris. Young Rich, I love you. I ride for you, but cuter? Okay, maybe cuter, but hotter? No way. No way. Please like this video and subscribe. That's right. Let's see what else is up. Hey, Jaja, Karen is authentic until proven otherwise. I agree. Even though I don't think she is strongly aligned with Wendy, Karen exhibited queen behavior, lifting Wendy up. Exactly. And this is the thing. And that's a really good point you brought up, Jaja. I don't think that Karen so much is aligned with Wendy on a real sister, like you're my peer way. I do think that it started out as being very strategic, but I also think that Karen is empathetic, which is what Giselle lacks. So I think that Karen can look at Wendy and say, hey, I know you're doing the most. I know you're doing a lot. I know these things are going on. I don't need to kick you when you're down. I don't need to poke. I don't need to pry. I don't need to call you out. I need to be here to support you. Because if you see that your friend is struggling, because I do think Wendy is struggling. I don't think that all of this is just 1,000% from a good, healed place. I do think Wendy is struggling. I do think Robyn is struggling. And when your friends are struggling, that is not the time to try to hold them accountable or to throw them under the bus or to throw cheating allegations in their face or to kick them when they're down. That's when you do what Karen did. Hey, girl, you look good. You own it. You don't let anybody tell you what to do. You be confident. You step into your power. You affirm your friend, you validate your friend, you support them, and you're there for them, and you're a shoulder for them. And I think the reason why Wendy broke down crying, yes, I think it was because of what Giselle said. But yes, I think it's also deeper rooted in more stuff. Of course, it's super hurtful. Truthful or not, it is extremely hurtful and embarrassing and scary to have a blog saying that your husband is cheating on you and he has another child. Whether or not that is the truth, that has consequences in your life. Your kids might read that. Her boys are big enough to read the internet. Her family might read that. His family might read that. His firm might read that. That could put his job, his livelihood, whether it's true or not, on the chopping block. So yeah, I do think Wendy is going through a lot, and that is not the time to kick her. Hey, Nats, do you want to share?
Hi, Candy.
Hi.
Everyone.
Hey, beauty.
Hey, I wanted to come on here to talk about Robyn. Now,
Okay.
I'm a girl, and I don't want to get at anyone's looks, but Robyn looks so trashy sitting there on the sofa. I could understand why her husband wasn't attracted to her. She looked a mess, Candy.
She did. She
Her
did.
legs were spread. The
She
braids
looked a
are a
hot
hot
mess.
mess.
She looked a hot mess. She did.
She
And
looked a hot mess.
And her attitude was funky.
Her attitude was
her
funky.
attitude. It's a thing. It's not even like her looks. It's her attitude made her ugly. And I don't mean ugly by physical attraction. I would never in my life call another person ugly. Her spirit, her misery, her energy made her ugly. Nothing physical.
And for someone who's been through some quite traumatic things, because learning about one's parents with the HIV, that's terrible. That's so sad. And then obviously your best friend scamming you out of all your money and you're trying to find the next money to provide your children with other meals. I understand that. She should be showing more of that side where people can connect with her rather than being Giselle's psychic. Because what she doesn't realize is that even though Giselle is a mean girl, this mean girl thing works for Giselle. Like, people are kind of accepting she's there to do her job, but it doesn't work for Robyn.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work for Robyn, and she'll end up getting herself booted off the show because she just doesn't have, like you said, an attractive personality.
1,000%. And you brought up a really good point, Nat. A very good point. For as messy and as evil as Giselle is, that is the character that she has been cast to play. So on some level, we all tacitly accept that is who Giselle is. Think about a Kenya or Lisa Rinna, right? Like the people, like they're cast in certain characters, and we tacitly accept that's just who they are, and that's the role that they're going to play. But because Robyn doesn't really have her own substance or her own true storyline, and the only thing that she is given is negativity, it's repulsing us, it's repelling us from her. And even Giselle doesn't really have her back. Giselle was the one who brought up, well, are you neglecting your kids? Who asked their friend who is clearly struggling mentally on national camera if they're neglecting their children? And then Robyn, I don't like to say this, but I'm going to say this. Who is dumb enough to admit that on national television? Robyn, you're dumb. You're stupid. I don't want to call people dumb or stupid because I don't want to be evil or mean. But what I mean by dumb and stupid is, how do you not have the wherewithal to protect yourself and your children and your family? If you were on national television, and I don't care who asks you this question, are you neglecting your children? Your answer better be hell no.
Hell no.
It better be hell no. Because as we know, the feds are watching, the police are watching. I bet you CPS or whatever it's called is watching. Is it Child Protecting Services are watching? So as we see all of these franchises, these agencies, the IRS, they're all watching. And everything look at Erica Girardi right now. Bravo is being subpoenaed for footage that they didn't even show. Anything you took of Erica, whether you showed it or not, they are subpoenaing it. So you need to look at Jen Shaw, Teresa to DJ, whatever it is. So it's like, how, and then Giselle, this is your alleged best friend. How do you fix your face to ask this woman who is clearly mentally on the decline, are you neglecting your children on national television? If we weren't thinking it, she just planted that seed.
But I think, sorry to cut you, Candy, but I think what people need to remember is that they tried to make it seem like, and so we forget, they have not been friends from day dot. They go on like they've been friends from high school. They have only been friends for the last 5 to 7 years. Yeah. So how does Robyn even know she trusts this lady? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They haven't been friends for very long. And just before I quickly forget, one thing I wanted to say about Wendy's situation, right? That no one's really kind of touched on, just maybe here or there. I think there's a little colorist going on. Because I think if Robyn had come out with new boobs and new butt and a new hairstyle, Robyn would have been like, Giselle would have been like, yes, honey, yes. So would Karen. So I think everybody would have embraced it had it been Robyn. But because it's Wendy and she's black, she's not, and dark, she's not supposed to be attractive. The dark skinned one is not supposed to be attractive. And I think there's a little bit of colorism there, because I honestly believe if Ashley, Robyn, or Giselle had come out with a new body transformation, it wouldn't be picked and poked on like it is right now with Wendy.
Ooh, that's a really good point. But I think when it comes to, yes, I agree 1,000%. Colorism in general exists. Mm-hmm. But I want to bring up this point because what you said reminded me of it. And it's a really, really good point.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big things was that with Giselle in particular, with her situation with Jamal would primarily cheat on Giselle with women who were darker skinned and with women who looked more like Monique and Wendy. And so last season when they were all going after Monique, I remember someone saying, I forget who they were. I wish I could quote them. They were saying how Giselle was so bothered by Monique because Monique is the type of woman that Jamal usually likes. And if you go back and you watch that weird fake professor who came out and she was one of Jamal's side chick, she was dark skinned, thin, tall. So she really looked like that. So I think when it comes to Giselle in particular, I think she gets very triggered by beautiful dark skinned women because in Giselle's mind, because she looks more European with the green eyes and the blonde hair and the light skin and all this stuff, she's kind of had pretty privilege her whole life. So the fact that her husband is cheating on her with these darker skinned women, I bet that is a very big ego check to Giselle. And I think that beautiful, smart, dark-skinned women really trigger her. So I think she's being very, very triggered by Wendy right now.
That is such a good point. I never thought to relate it back to Jamal, but I think it does. It triggers her. The same way she's trying to say Wendy's trying to fix her body because Eddie might be cheating is the same way I think she just doesn't like these darker skinned girls because she should be the more attractive one. Giselle should be married. She's light skinned with green eyes. You know, she should be the married one. And Giselle, can I say about fashion as well? What in the hell was Giselle wearing at that lunch party? It was a onesie. I wear that to take my children to school in the morning when I'm being a tramp.
Oh my God. No, I agree. You hit the nail on the head. I think that Giselle gets so bothered because she thinks that she deserves the life these women are living. It's her sense of entitlement. And that's why she was so cozy with Robyn, because even though her and Robyn have similar features, it's like she can't be friends with someone that she thinks is doing better than her.
Yeah.
So she's cool with Robyn because Robyn isn't doing, it's tough, but with everything going on, with the money situation, with Juan, all that stuff, she wasn't doing as good as her. So, yeah, and that onesie was horrible. She doesn't have the right to talk about anybody's fashion looking like at the hot mess she was looking.
She was. And one last thing, I want your opinion, Candy. What do you think about Giselle saying to Robyn, you don't want your fine husband something? Because for me, I would not want my best friend, I say my best friend, but a girl, when in reality she's only known her from 5 to 7 years, turning around and telling me that my fine husband this. You don't say that. You don't say your fine husband. I thought that was pushing the boundary a bit. What do you think?
I think Giselle knows Portia. So, and she's cool with Portia. So birds of a feather, I would watch out. Because Portia had no problem stealing her friend's husband. So watch out with your fine husband, Juan. So I would say watch out. But I think in that particular moment, I think you're right. The boundaries in general between Giselle and Robyn are non-existent. There is no boundaries there because there's no mutual respect there. Robyn is just Giselle's lackey, point blank, period. So Giselle can say and or do whatever she wants, and Robyn's just going to go along with it. The only time I ever saw Robyn actually have a semblance of a backbone was when Giselle popped off on pregnant Monique at the open house. That was the only time I ever see her have a semblance. So when I think that Giselle was saying with your fine husband, I actually think in that moment, in Giselle's twisted mind, she was trying to compliment, like, oh, like you with your fine husband, like your husband's fine, so you guys need to be fine together. But I do think that since their boundaries are so non-existent already, it comes across as icky. Because we know that there's no boundaries in the relationship. If they had a healthy friendship dynamic, and one friend said, "Oh, with your fine husband, like girl, like you know your man fine. Let's get you together. Let's go out. Like let's get you all together so you and your fine husband could go out." We would receive it differently. But because there are no boundaries in their relationship, and because Robyn or Giselle already throws so much shade and digs at Robyn, that Robyn just takes, it comes across as weird and nasty and gross. Do I think Giselle actually wants one? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I put nothing past anyone on these shows. Would I be like Portia and Simon? You know what I mean? So at this point, I couldn't say what someone would or wouldn't do.
That's true. That's true. Well, it was great talking to you, Candy. Candy cane. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes. Thank you, beautiful Nats. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. That was fun. That's right. Anybody who wants to call in, the call-in link is pinned on the chat. It's the top chat. So if you want to call in, feel free to call in and let's get those likes up, you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying up in here. Hey, the red lipstick hustler Lily. She goes on the chat room 2 episodes in. Portia had been shading Giselle allegedly. Ooh, what is going on there? But Portia has been shading everyone. Like after this whole Simon thing, it's just like she lost her damn mind. Ms. T says Robyn knows her role. Hey, Black Opal. Well said, Candy, about the trigger for Giselle. Very good point. Yeah, she is very much triggered by dark-skinned, beautiful, intelligent women. You know, as wacky as Dr. Tanya Chunya, Pastor O'Hara sidekick was, she's beautiful and she is educated. So I think Giselle gets triggered by that. Ms. T, Portia definitely shades Giselle on chat room. Gotcha. Sharon Robyn says, I think y'all reaching saying he fine was emphasizing that he has options. I don't know. I don't think she was saying he's fine, was saying he has options. The way I received it, but I hear what you're saying. The way I received it when she said that was more like, girl, you and your fine husband, like you can't have your fine husband out here saying you want attractive. Like we got to get you attractive and the two of you can go, you and your fine husband. That's more of how I was saying it, like how I perceived her to say. That's more how I received her saying it, but that's true. That could happen too. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Destin 027, he doesn't. He seems like he can't stand slobbing. Juan don't want Robyn. If he would have wanted her, he would have had her. D, no, Giselle would never date Juan. She and Robyn are genuine friends. They shade each other. Darren Hood, Nats, you good and well Jizzy can't dress, let alone in the dark. Hey, Destin 027, at Sharon, allegedly he does. Many options. Wow, y'all. Y'all silly. Can I get a witness? After realistic hostility, true. Caught that on What Happens Live. Still, both ladies act self-righteous in an odd kind of way, allegedly. Wow. Who do we think would win in a shade-off? Portia or Giselle? Who would win? Put it in the chat box. Portia or Giselle in a shade-off. Hey, Miss T, she goes, Wendy definitely does things for other people. I think the body was the first thing Wendy did for herself. That is good. That's a very good observation too. Because that's another thing. Yes, I think Wendy is going through something, but I do also think she's trying to, I think it's that growing period of coming into yourself that can sometimes come across as wonky. And I think a lot of times when we get to that point, it's because there is a crisis in our life. We're at some crossroads or some crisis, because nothing will jumpstart your self-discovery and healing process than a crisis. Hey, D, so I can't believe Giselle won't ask Portia about her assignment on the chat room. I guess they're saving all that for Portia's show. Maybe they have a gag order. Who knows with Portia? Hey, in the relative hostile Lily, she goes, can I get a witness? And she's laughing. Hey, Miss T, I think Giselle was trying to remind her that the people find her husband attractive and she needs to get it together. Yeah. That could be that. You guys, you're right. Hey, Sharon Redmond, she goes, Portia. I agree. I think Portia too. I don't think Giselle is just nasty and messy. I don't really think she's a good reader. Wrong Road Rose says he's allegedly exercising those options too. Yo, you candy canes are a mess. I love you guys. Destined 027 says Portia. The red lipstick hostility says Portia because Giselle comebacks are quick. Hey, Jen X, Giselle isn't shady. She's cruel. Exactly. She's cruel. She's mean-spirited. Young Rich says Giselle easily. Ms. T, Portia because she's younger and knows how to play the game a little bit dirtier. The red lipstick hostility says, but Portia isn't shading the hell out of Giselle. True. Can I get a witness? Maybe Giselle. She goes really low in a bad way, possibly. Yeah. Hey, beautiful Miss T, she goes, please like this video and subscribe on YouTube. That is right, you guys. If you're in here, if you're having a good kiki, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share with a friend, hit that notification bell so you do not miss a beat. So we have been in here for an hour and almost 45 minutes. We have been doing the damn thing. Let me look at my notes. Anything else in here? Yeah. All right, quick typo. Oh, and it's okay, beautiful. It's okay. Young Riches, have Portia ever gotten Kenya together, though? I don't know. Honestly, I can't even remember Roa. There's so much with Beverly Hills, and there's so much with Potomac. And then this last season of Roa, I stopped watching. I can't even remember. The only thing I remember about Roa now is Kenya's divorce from Mark is still going on, and Simon Gbadie. Mocha Lux is Idris Elba. She must have been Idris Jackson. Oh, Mocha, no. Ah! Young Rich, even Giovanna got Portia together. I'm sure Giselle can too. Giovanna, they should bring Giovanna back. She wasn't messing around. Ms. T says, I think Giselle treats Robyn the same in real life as she does on the show. I think so too. She checks her and she puts her in her place. Destin 027 says, at Mocha, right? Y'all clowning. Tanya Manning says Portia most definitely. Yes. Black Opal says Portia would win hands down. The red lipstick hostility says Kenya is better with her comebacks than Portia. Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. Okay, you guys, we did it. Yay. We did it. We went through this show. That's what you guys are. Okay, Wrong Roader says, yep, Portia definitely got Kenya one time I recall. URS slut from the 90s. Oh, God. Could I get one happy fight between Kenya and Portia? Miss Candace and Ashley are both just trying to show up this season. Yeah, I think Candace is phoning it in a little bit. I think she wants to tread lightly so she doesn't get fired. Ashley came in swinging after dropping the baby because she doesn't want to get fired. I think that everyone knows that no one is safe. So they're all trying to vie for their position still. Wrong Road says, but Kenya is definitely way better. LOL. Miss T says, thanks for all the great comments. Yes, thank you guys. I love you. The Red Lipstick Costa Lily says, I love your show. I must go. I have a private to attend. Love you. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. I love you too. We will be back tomorrow talking about my conspiracy theory when it comes to Fallon. I think my conspiracy theory was proven right, but I have another one because y'all know I love a conspiracy theory. So tomorrow we'll be talking about Fallon and my updated, redated conspiracy theory because my old one was pretty much confirmed. Yes, yes, yes. So Kamiko says, bye, Candy and the Candy Cans. Bye, beautiful Kamiko. Sharon Redmond says, Portia should shade Gizzard. Gizzard low-key insulted her last year several times. I agree. Okay, you guys. I love you, my beautiful Candy Canes. We had so much fun talking all things Potomac. Yes, yes, yes. We'll be back next week talking about it. We'll be back tomorrow talking about my conspiracy theory when it comes to Fallon and her pregnancy and her YouTube channel and her new boo thing, Jalen. I got some thoughts. So be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss it at all. I love you guys. Be sure to like this. Be sure to subscribe, share, and share with a friend. Share with a friend who wants a really good kiki. Bye, Juanita. Bye, Joanna Morris. Yes. Bye, Can I Get a Witness? Bye, Miss T. Bye, Aaron Rose. Can't wait for the live tomorrow. Yes, we'll be live tomorrow. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Same time, same place. Be sure to set that reminder. I love you, Candy Canes. Shout out to my mods for holding me down. I love you guys so much. Shout out to you, Jen X. Thank you so much for the super chat. Anybody who supported it and sent in a super chat, thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Vegas girl for joining the community. That's right. The Candy Cane community is now live and you can join it. Hit that join button. Thank you so much, Darren Hood, for always coming through. I love you guys. So yes, until tomorrow, be well, be happy, be safe. Don't take any of this stuff too seriously. Let it be a good kiki and have fun and enjoy your life. Enjoy your lives. Find something to laugh about. Find something to just make you happy. Do something that just makes you happy today, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow, my beautiful Candy Canes.